When I sat down to write this book, the title, Who is God's Mother, seems kind of arrogant. And the other title on it, An Incomplete Devotional by a Man Who Bought the Farm. Uh, and then the third title of this book, With God There Is No Plan B. I mean, those are the three titles I came up with. And on the inside, it's written like little packages of thoughts for a day. That's why it's a devotional. And because you don't sit down and read the whole thing like a storybook. I tried it. It makes my brain go, seizes up. Because it's not like I'm really deep or anything, okay? Just a normal guy. But there's a specific thought for the day, kind of. That's why it's a devotional. It's incomplete, doesn't cover 365 days. And that was mainly due to the way that the cookie crumbles. So my suggestion, actually what I discovered, whether it's a suggestion or not, is that when I sit down to read it, I get a lot more out of it if I just read one little package and then think about the package, because it's hard to convey a message for me. Like, here's one day. I'm gonna read to you one day's thought. Okay, in this book right there. That's the title of the day is Broken Sink. Okay, and then here is the thought for the day. Real men live by Plan B. We were born with a sink we can't repair. Plan A is to wash the dishes. Not only that, but to fix the leaky sink. With God, there is no Plan B. Thank goodness my sink is repaired. What the heck am I talking about? I'm the guy that wrote this book. And that's only 4 sentences. Real men live by Plan B. Okay, with God there is no Plan B. We were born with a sink that we can't repair. I think that is our world. You know, we're the caretakers of it. Listen to the Native American Indians. They'll tell you. If you want to talk about environmentalists, they are the purists and the most logical, compassionate, and pure environmentalists there is. And our sink is broken. And Plan B is not God's plan, so what does that mean? We are trying to fix the earth, but not the way God would fix it. Plan A is to wash the dishes. Not only that, but to fix the leaky sink. But in order to keep the dishes clean, I don't know how you do that. With God, there is no Plan B. Thank goodness my sink is repaired. Okay, so God's plan isn't really to fix the earth. God's plan is to fix me and the sink. Huh. So if I would just read that real quick, it'd just blow right by it. I'd never catch the thought. So my suggestion is, when you get this book, consider it an incomplete devotional, because it is. Call the enemy, a Trojan horse. Prepare for Teotwawki. I don't think Teotwawki is an Indian word. It's more of an acronym. Nobody cares like a frog in a frying pan. Chapter deleted. Chapter deleted. Nobody cares like a frog in a frying pan. Trojan horse with Teotwawki, which is the end of the world as we know it. Last statement. The end of the world as we know. Everybody seems to think that the end of the world as we know it is this big catastrophic event and civilization is destroyed and we're all going back to some era of chaos. We already know that. So that couldn't be the end of the world as we know it because we already know the world of chaos, death, havoc, panic, and war. The end of the world as we know it is something that we don't know yet, which is peace, prosperity, no poverty, good health for the entire world. Some place where we all get along, where the kitchen sink is fixed. That's the end of the world as we know it. Because all this stuff goes away, the kitchen sink gets fixed. We actually have peace and prosperity on earth. So I look forward to Teotwawki. What happens prior to Teotwawki is what people need to be talking about. How do we fix that leaky sink? How do we fix it? Huh?